Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So with Williams on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. We've got Fox. Brandon Miller out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Dumars in at the 2 guard. And for Sacramento, Gary Payton is out there with Danny Granger. Then it's Devos. Then it's Dang. And it's Ellison in at the 4-man position. Take a look at the Knicks. They're looking to build in what's been a great run for them so far.
And it's not hard to see them doing that. There's a title insight in as tough a matchup as this group is on a mission.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Outside Dumars. Misses the 3. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Outside Dang. Payton with a screen on Miller. Here's Dang. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Fox. Miller, no up.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Outside Dang. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Dang's got 5 now.
Yeah, you got to run Dang off that three-point line. He's superb at knocking down the triple thanks to that fast release.
Miller outside. It's Dumars on the wing. Outside, Fox. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Miller, that's for 2. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Payton against Fox. Payton kicks to Granger. Payton outside. There's the pick. Shoots over Isaac. Was shot by Payton, no good. For New York, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Outside Dumars. Jacks up a 3. Rebounds the rebound. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Payton passes to Granger. Another 3 for Sacramento.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Sean Kemp, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. 4th, Brandon Miller.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Now, here's Fox. Outside Dumars. Kemp tips it back in.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Here's Granger. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And another 3 for Sacramento.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Fox working it over. Outside Dumars. And it's Miller in the corner. It's stolen by Dang. Pass to Divac. Here's Dang. Another shot. Divac can't hit. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Dumars misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Granger. Back to Payton. Here's the three. And the Kings another three.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Fox. Still scoreless. And here's Dumars outside. Hibbert hits the bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Ball. He's checked in for the Kings. Wallace comes in for Danny Granger. Wallace against Fox. Here's Bull. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a problem.
Fox a screen on Payton. Back to Fox. And stolen by Wallace. And now the Kings fast break. Here's Payton. Makes it off the glass. Payton's got 8 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Inside. Here's Kemp. Rebound by the Kings.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Wallace finds Payton. And he drives in. It's good. 10 points for him.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond. Right to the hoop with that pass.
Kings leading now by 17. Wallace with the ball. Scoreless thus far. Here's Dang. Again, Sacramento.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Murray Boyle. And here's Kemp. Lets the three fly. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Divac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Payton kicks to Wallace. Here's Divac. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
Some changes for Sacramento. Walker comes in for Vlade Divac. And it's Granger in for Gary Payton. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Snow is checked in. Outside, Fox. Pass to Kemp. Rejected by Walker. And so it's the Sacramento Kings taking a 19-point lead into the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back to the action in just a minute. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
We've got Walker. Jason Wallace is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Bol. And it's Granger in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Here's Dumars. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass the ball. Fires the 3. And Jones pulls it down.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Outside Dumars. Tries the spin move. Outside for Kemp. 6 to shoot. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pass to Walker. Bounce pass Wallace. Ball from long range. Knicks on offense. They've got an 8-0 run. There's the drive. That cuts the lead to single digits.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Timeout called by the Kings. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Roy Hibbert on top. Outside, Walker. They set the screen. Wallace. Again, the miss by the Kings. Knicks trail by 9. Here's Murray Boyle. Hasn't made one yet. And up the court come the Kings on the break. A nice shot by Granger.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by New York.
Hibbert with a screen on Granger. Outside Dumars. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Dumars got 5 points now in the quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Granger passes the ball. From down in the low post, it goes. Ball's got his first points in this one.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their head.
Camp with a screen for Fox. It's Dumars on the wing. And again, New York with the triple.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Wallace, the pass to Ellison. Stolen by Dumars.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
New York shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And some changes here for the Kings. Bender, he's checked in for Walker. Tang comes in for Lonzo Ball. And it's Payton in for Jason Wallace. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for New York. And Dumars drops them both. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Payton passes to Bender. Off target with his 3. Knicks trail by 5. To the middle. Here's Fox. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so Payton will bring it up for Sacramento. Down low. Danny Granger, the bucket on the assist by Payton. Granger's got 7.
You have to love the approach Payton takes to the game. An exceptional passer who does a great job with distributing the basketball.
Now, here's Fox. Back to Miller. Hibbert with the screen for Miller. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside. Sacramento leading by 5. Payton surveying the floor. Fires it up. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
The shot from Payton right now, so pure. Even without a lot of time to get set, he's able to make that one look so smooth.
Now, here's Fox. Miller with a wide open look. They get it again. Hibbert hits the bucket.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will to second chance points.
Dumars against Payton. Pass to Granger. Back to Payton. Lets it go with a three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Hibbert's got his fifth rebound in this one. Locks up the alley-oop pass. The Kings leading. Outside, Payton. Granger outside. Just 5 on the clock. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And the Kings making a change here. Divot's checked in. And New York with a change here too. Hart's checked in. On defense, the Kings. It's a 5-point game. Outside, Fox. Pass to Kemp. Ball stolen. Granger outside. And here is Payton, defended by Hart. Payton passes to Granger. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Pass to Miller. They need this. And Devon pulls it down. Sacramento leading by 10. Now Payton, 14 points for him. Driving in, and Hibbert with the block. And so it's Sacramento going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court.
Their three-point shooting, wow. I didn't get a math degree, but I didn't go to Shaq University either. I do know.
And looking at where the... Thanks for spending half...
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. It's been one outstanding game so far from Gary Payton.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So with Williams on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. They've got Dumars. Roy Hibbert is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Fox. And it's Miller in at the 3 spot. Sean Kemp, he's checked in for the Knicks. And it's the Kings with the ball. Now here's Granger. Pass to Payton. Now here's Granger. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The word you hear most about Granger is efficient. Good from mid-range, draws a lot of fouls, can score even when the D has all of his attention.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Danny Granger. And Danny Granger drops them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Hibbert with a screen on Granger. Pass to Miller. From the arc. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. Kemp's got 14 points for the game.
And this is why they keep going to Kemp. They know what he's capable of on offense.
Granger passes to Ellison. And here is Payton. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. 4 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Dang. Kemp with the rebound. Kemp's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Miller finds Fox. Third quarter of play, just over a minute and a half gone by.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Miller against Dang. Three-pointer, Payton. It's rebounded by New York.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Fox dishes to Dumars. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Granger against Fox. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Allison passes to Payton. Granger. There's D-Box. Hibbert pulls it in. Hibbert's got 7 rebounds in the game. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's Kemp with the jam.
Oh, beautiful setup there. One thing you can say about Kemp, no pass is too high for him to go get.
Dumars against Payton. Pass to Granger. Back to Payton. 5 to shoot. Wide open shot is on the money. Payton's got 16.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts.
Here's Dumars. And here is Fox. Pass to Miller. This one for 3. And it's blocked by Dang.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
And it's sent back by Kemp. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kemp. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Timeout called by the Kings. And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out and taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. 5th best, Roy Hibbert.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Outside Dang. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray. He's got 10.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Balls is checked in for the Kings. Here's Fox. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time. And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Wallace the pass to Dang. Pass to Payton. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Hibbert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Dumars dishes to Fox. Now here is Miller. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Dang. He's got 10. Miller with the ball. Pass to Hibbert. The kick out to Dumars. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Dumars got 13.
Just a tremendous all-around player. Dumars at times showing us the deep range.
Payton passes to Wallace. Back to Payton. Shoots over Dumars. Again, the miss by the Kings.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Launches a three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Devonts has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. On the wing, Dang. Kemp with the steal. Tries from 7. Out to Miller. Outside Kemp. Kemp a screen on Payton. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer, Fox. Rebound by the Kings.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
On the wing, Payton. Covered by Dumars. Here's Dang. The shot from the low post is good. 12 points for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now, here is Miller. Still yet to score. Shoots from the elbow. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Devonts a screen on Dumars. On the wing, Payton. And so it's Sacramento in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Jarris Walker. Hang out there with ball. Then it's Bull. And it's Ellison in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Snow the pass to Dumars. Over Dang. Dumars misses.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And the dunk by Bull.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now, here's Dumars. Here's Snow. Basket Jang. Here's Murray Boyd. Offline with his 3. Dang against Dumars. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Dang. And Dumars pulls it down. Knicks trail by 13. Pass to Kemp. Ball against Snow. Jang with a screen on Ball. Fires from 18. And Jang gets it to go. Jang's got his first 2 points.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Timeout, Kings. D-Bots is checked in for Bull. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During the break, the coach of the Kings had some words for his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Now, here's ball. Pass to Dang. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Here's Ellison. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Knicks trail by 11. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Ball. To the paint. And that one is off. Great tee that time from Hibbert. Miller, the pass to Fox. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And here's Walker outside.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Kemp deciding where to go with it. Hibbert with a screen for Miller. To the inside. It's stolen by D-Bots. Outside, Walker. Pass to D-Bots. Sacramento moving it around. Allison passes the ball. On the wing, Dang. The three. Again, the miss by the Kings. Knicks trail by 11. Upside Kemp. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And some changes here for the Kings. Danny Granger is checked in for Jarris Walker. And it's Payton in for Ball. Isaac's checked in for the Knicks. Dumars kicks to Miller. Pass to Isaac. Back to Miller. 4 on the clock. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And great play by the young guy. Miller doesn't let the clock disrupt his motion.
From 6 feet away, and the layup is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that kick.
It's stolen by D-Bots. Payton against Dumars. Can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 9. Now Miller. Fox! No good from 3.
It's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
Yep, that's going to go in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now, here is Miller. Isaac a screen on deck. Now, here is Miller. Shoots! And the defense successful, forcing him into a tough one. Kings leading now by 11. And here is Payton. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
Miller, step back too much. Big time shot.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
.103 left to play here in the fourth. That's off.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Up top, Fox. Here's Miller. Ratzler's a 3. No good. Fox against Granger. Outside Dang. It's good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up with the Kings. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
That's a wrap for the first game.
You take a look at New York. The NBA Finals continues on as these teams feel each other out.
Yeah, there's a lot of act and react between the coaches. After one adjustment is made, the other side will make a counter adjustment as well.
And now the opening lineup for New York. Miller is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Dumars in at the two-guard spot. Oh, got that one up quick.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to the plate.
Picked by Isaac. Miller outside, lets it go from deep. Rebound by Sacramento. To the inside, here's Deng. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
New York, again, can't hit. Had about a minute gone in the first quarter. Pass to Payton. Jacks up a three. Gets the three ball to go.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now. Starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Miller. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox.
Well, it took them 4 attempts, but they've taken the lid off the basket. Maybe that'll get some momentum going.
Outside Payton. Here's Ellison. Pass to Granger. Shot clock at 6. Here's Deng. Here's Ellison. Here's Granger. He's covered by Fox. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Isaac. New York has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Now here's Fox. Miller outside, fires the three. Ellison grabs the board. Ellison's got 4 rebounds now.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Here's T-Box, and it's rejected. Miller finds Fox. Just Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. The Kings lead by 4. Payton passes to Granger. Here's Ellison. Pass to Payton. The 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Payton's got 6.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Dumars, guarded by Payton. Picked by Isaac. Here's Miller. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Miller's got his second basket on the night.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Payton. Offline with a 3. Knicks trail by 4. Isaac, the pass to Fox. Here's Dumars. There's the 3. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Pass to Payton. Here's Dang. They set the pick. From the top of the key, Miller pulls it in. The Knicks have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Fox feeling it out a bit. This one for 3. Rebound by Sacramento.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Payton. Here's Ellison. Here's Dang. Isaac covering. Let's go with a 3. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. Miller, pass to Fox. There's the triple. And that one's good. Dumars.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. New York making a switch here. And looking at these playoffs so far, here are some of the players who have been distributing the ball the best. De'Aaron Fox on top. Sacramento passing it around. There's a screen by Bull. They still need this. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
They now take the lead.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Pass to Bull. Now Wallace. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And here's Okoro. Walker with a steal. Wallace outside. Pass to Bull. Soft touch off the glass.
Too easy for a guy of his caliber. The D must put up more of a fight down there.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Here's Kemp. Still without a bucket. 5 on the clock. And it's Dang with the rebound.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Kings ahead, up 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Bull out there with Jarris Walker. Then it's Ball. Then it's Cason Wallace. And it's Granger in at small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Here's Snow. Out left to the wing. Jones sets the screen. And he's going for the lob. Here's Kemp. Walker covering. Kemp can't hit.
Well, just doing an excellent job defensively. Using his body to disrupt the shot and then get control of the loose ball.
Ball passes to Bull. Back to Ball. There's the screen by Bull. Fires the 3. Kemp with a rebound. New York trailing. Pass to Snow. Here's Dumars. Down low. Here's Murray Boyles. And he buries his first look.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Ellison, and here's Wallace. Ball right side. Here's Ellison. Outside Bull. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Okoro. For New York, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Dumars. The 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Ellison's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Ball. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the Kings lead by 1.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Fox the pass to Dumars. Now here's Okoro from the arc. Hits the trifecta. Okoro's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
There's Ball with a 3. Buries it from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Dumars passes to Okoro. No good with a jumper from the wing.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Pass to Wallace. Shot blocked. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Miller's checked in for New York. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Tipped. Fast break, New York. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Kings. Intercepted. Here's Dumars. Here's Kemp. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
And the first one at the line is good. So the Kings making a change here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Kings trail by 3. Now a timeout by Sacramento. checked in for the Kings. Ball against Fox. Payton passes to Walker. Back to Payton. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. And another miss by Sacramento.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Dang. He's covered by Fox. Outside Walker. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. New York making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Substituting on the court.
For New York, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Miller outside, goes up on the wing. Ellison grabs the board. Ellison's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oh, Fox with a steal. Williams with it. Payton covering. Here's Miller. Oh, got a piece of it.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Back to Payton. 3-pointer on target from range. Payton's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Fox, the pass to Miller. Back to Fox. To the left side wing. New York working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. Fox beats him inside. A slick move.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside Walker. Fires from deep. It's not going to go for him.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Miller outside. They set a pick to the middle. Here's Hibbert. Rebound by Sacramento. Ellison's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Walker. Pass to Payton. From downtown. Kemp with a rebound. Miller on the wing. Not going to go that time. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. New York out in front, up 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Their shooting percentage is awful. They would have been better off rolling out Ernie.
That's where you're wrong. I wouldn't miss a shot. And looking at where the... Glad you could join us.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. The Kings trailing. So on the floor for the Knicks. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Brandon Miller. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Dumars in at the 2. Pass to Dang. Outside Payton. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And here's Fox. Miller outside from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Devon's. Devon's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Granger. He's covered by Fox. Pass to Peyton. Drops in the layup for 2. Peyton's got 11.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
The 3 is up. Dumars misses. The Kings leading. Here's Granger. No points so far. Pass to Peyton. Here's Ellison. Here's Dang. It's hauled in by Isaac. Now Fox. Wow, Fox gets it done in close. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Pass to Ellison. Here's Dang. Right wing. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Here's Peyton. And the 3 off target.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Fox outside. Miller outside from deep. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Granger passes to Ellison. And here's Peyton. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
For your Kings Youth Dance Team, everyone.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Dumars. Miller outside. The 3 ball. Ellison grabs the board. Ellison's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Dang. Guarded by Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Divac. Over Miller. Divac, good.
And just using the size advantage he has, I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Miller outside, beyond the arc. Rebound by Sacramento. Ellison's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Divac. Sacramento passing it around. Here's Peyton. Sinks the tray. Peyton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Miller outside. 4-3. And the Knicks miss again.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Granger. He's covered by Fox. Outside Peyton. 3-pointer. And another Sacramento 3.
Well, defensively, they just look lost in the second half. They need to turn up their intensity and get back to the way they were defending in the first half.
Miller outside. To win the run. Rebound by Sacramento. Pass to Peyton. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. The 3, and the 3-pointer goes. Peyton's got 20 points.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question, way too many empty possessions for them.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter here. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
The Kings lead by 7. Pass to Walker. Wallace with it. Fox picks him up. Outside Payton. And another Sacramento 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Knicks trail by 10. Fox, the pass to Hibbert. Here's Kemp. Walker covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Kemp. Blocked!
Yeah, using his long wingspan, Walker could become a serious defensive menace.
Pass to Bull. There's a screen by Bull. Here's Payton. Three-pointer, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Fox against Walker. Here's Granger. He's scoreless. Outside Walker. Here's Bull. And so it's Sacramento earning this break in the action, up 10. Defense is setting the tone. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. They've got Lonzo Ball. He's out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Dang in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Ball passes to Ellison. Here's Dang. Pass to Ellison. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Sacramento.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Knicks trail by 8. Jones finds Fox. Here's Dumar. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists now tonight.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Kemp, pass to Dumar. Fox left side. Inside, tipped. In transition, here they come. Here's Bull. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Derek Jones.
Shooting for Sacramento. Ball. Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Brandon Miller's checked in for Jones. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 7. Pass to Miller. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the long J.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
Wallace, the pass to Ellison. Oh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. The first free throw is good. So the Kings making a change here. No good on the second free throw.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Miller outside. Pass to Hibbert. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. And Miller good for 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Kings leading. Here's Ellison. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hand.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
Miller can't get it to go.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Ellison. Here's Tang. Shot is up. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. And it's a 6-point Kings lead.
And maybe they made some adjustments at the half. I mean, they're finally executing offensively.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Here comes the ball game. Your Sacramento Kings reporters. Make some noise.
He's checked in for New York. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Granger. Back to Payton. A rebound by Hibbert.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
Miller, the pass to Fox. Back to Miller. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Divac. Divac got rebound number 7 tonight. Beyond the arc. The triple drop.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Now here's Miller. Outside Isaac. Now Fox. From downtown. Not that time.
And the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Can't get the 3. Knicks trail by 6. Now Miller. Here's Hibbert. Oh, he can't get the layup.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Deflected. It's stolen by Fox. There's a minute 40 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Hibbert, the 17-footer, and that basket is good.
It's so easy to get a clean look when you're towering over the defender.
Payton up top. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Knicks trail by 4. 1:11 left in the final quarter. Miller outside. Oh, it doesn't go.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Payton attacking. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 4-team foul.
Trailing by 4, and now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for second.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That's how you protect the lead. Build it out with clutch free throws.
Isaac with a screen on Payton. Here's Isaac. Jacks up a 3. Shot's no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Teams in the quarter. At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. And short of a miracle, they're walking out of here with a tough loss.
They fought all night. A terrific effort, but they just couldn't make enough big plays.
Payton with it. And so it's Sacramento with the W. And they start out the postseason with a bang. A big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to set the tone from the jump, and they did just that.
That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And time now to present our player of the game.
Taking a look at Sacramento. They've had some tough battles, Greg. Fatigue may be a factor at this point.
True, but as a player, this is what you train and work for all year long, knowing that when you get to this time of year, you'll be ready.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. They've got Peyton. He's out there with Danny Granger. Hang out there with D-Box. And it's Ellison in at the four-shot. Granger passes to Ellison. Here's Peyton. King's moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's good on the three ball.
Yeah, you got to run Dang off that three-point line. He's superb at knocking down the triple thanks to that fast release.
Outside Dumars. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Ellison. Dang gets a wide open look. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Tang's got 5 points so far.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Fox finds Hibbert. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here's Peyton. A three. Rebounded by Isaac. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Fox passes to Hibbert. That puts them in the lead.
Oh, terrific pass from Fox. A dynamic young point guard with vision.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. Roy Hibbert at the line.
On the free throw, no good. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now, here's Fox, guarded closer. Hibbert kicks to Dumars. New York needs to get off a shot. Fox, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Now here's Dang. Defense is right there. Peyton passes to Granger. Here's D-Box, covered by Hibbert. Dang looking it over. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Knicks are gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Hibbert, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Hibbert's got 6.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Ellison. Payton. A three ball. Sinks the triple.
The shot from Payton right now, so pure. Even without a lot of time to get set, he's able to make that one look so smooth.
Now, here's Fox. No scoring in this one. Dumars kicks to Fox. Outside Dumars. For three. And Devonts pulls it down. And so Payton will bring it up for the Kings. They trail by one. Saturday was a great victory for them.
And you know what? Sometimes it's hard to say whether or not defensively you were on your game. But bottom line is their opponent didn't shoot it well. And you got to take some of the credit from a defensive standpoint.
All night, a display of physical and mental toughness. Swarming at every basketball. They suffocated that offense.
Here's Fox. Following the basket by Vlade Divac. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Bol, he's checked in for the Kings. Cason Wallace comes in for Danny Granger. Now here's Payton. Pass to Bol. And here is Dang. Three-pointer. Roy Hibbert with the rebound.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Here's Isaac. Latre. Here's Hibbert. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up two. Hibbert's got 8 points.
Great start for him. 4-4. Could be in for a big game.
And the dunk by Bol.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And Dumars gets it to go.
Just a tremendous all-around player. Dumars at times showing us the deep range.
Isaac against Bol. Payton dishes the Bol. The Knicks pull it in. Fox with it. Nothing on the board. Outside Dumars. And that's Canada's a New York three.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pass to Wallace. Back to Payton. Over Dumars. Divac. The pass to Dak. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Sacramento also making some changes. Walker comes in for Divac. And it's Granger in for Gary Payton. Dang, hits them both.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
On the wing, Miller. There's 31 seconds left here in the opening quarter. They grab their own miss. And Bol sends it back. Here's Wallace. Kev with the rebound.
Oh, he had all the room he needed. Just failed to convert it.
Here's Jones. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Luol Deng. The Knicks have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early. And that one falls for Jones. That one misses. Now here's Wallace. Pass the ball. Now here's Bol. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bol. Bol's got his second bucket of the night. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks lead by 2. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
They've got Corky Dang. Sean Kemp is out there with Brandon Miller. Then there's Snow, and it's Okoro in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Shots good by Miller.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Wallace the pass the ball. Takes it inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Sean Kemp picks one up right there. The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line, 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Here's Snow. He doesn't hit that one. Nice defense from Wallace. Walker at the elbow. Outside ball. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to Miller. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Walker with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
There's a good screen. Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's Ellison. 5 to shoot. Here's Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Walker's got his first bucket in this one.
The motor of Walker, keeping the possession alive, fighting for those points.
Outside, Kemp. Miller, that's for 2. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Some changes to Sacramento. Ivan Bender comes in for Jarris Walker. And it's Dang in for Wallace. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. To the left side wing. End of the pass to ball. Pocket 6. Outside Dang. 3-pointer. Again the miss by the King. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Outside Dumars. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 6 assists in the game. And here are the Kings now. 4-point game. Fox against Ball. End of the pass to Ellison. 3-pointers off the mark. For New York, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Fox, the bounce pass. And again, it's New York.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Outside, Ball. Ranger against Dumars. Ranger outside, just 5 on the clock. Ball from long range. Rebounded by Kemp. Kemp's got his 4th rebound in this one. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking. And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes. And they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Sean Kemp. Bull. He's checked in for the Kings. Peyton comes in for Danny Granger. Fox against Ball. Pass to Ellison. Sacramento again missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
The Kings trail by 9. Ball kicks to Payton. Pass to Ellison. Trying to find Fox. Gets it to him. And here's Dumars. Back to Fox. Now, here's Dumars. Here's Murray Boyle. He has yet to score. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Payton against Dumars. To end the run. No good from Payton. The Knicks leading by 9. To the middle. Here's Hibbert. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Pass to Bull. Launches it from deep. Offensive rebound. Again, the miss by the King.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Isaac passes to Hibbert. 6 on the shot clock. And a deep 3 from Fox. He shoots again. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
The Knicks have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on. And some changes here for the Kings. Ebats is checked in for Bol Bol. And it's Granger in for Lonzo Ball. The Kings trail by 14. Payton passes to Ellison. Here's Dang. Inside. Pushing it up. Isaac kicks to Fox. From outside the arc. No good on the last second attempt there. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Knicks as they wrap up the second quarter with a tremendous 17-3 run. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
This is the kind of selfless effort you love to see. They bought it into the game plan. They're moving the ball around, playing.
Taking a look at the situation for... And that is it for half.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. It's been one outstanding game so far from Joe Dumars.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the court right now for the Kings, we've got Danny Granger. He's out there with Gary Payton. Ebats out there with Dang. And it's Ellison in at the 4. Pass to Granger. Back to Payton. Uncovered. Connects. The jumper drops. Payton's got 5 points so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Back to Peyton. There's the three. Good on the triple. Peyton's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the intelligence of Peyton, reading defenses like a book and understanding when to take the shot.
Outside Dumars. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Timeout called by the Kings.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Here's Dang. He has 7. To the paint. Ellison, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Pass to Dumars. Here's Murray Boyle. Defended by Peyton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dumars. And again, it's New York.
Great play calling, great execution. Leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Down low. Got a piece of it. Here's Granger. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, right to the rim. If there's a size advantage, you attack immediately.
And so Fox will bring it up for New York. Outside Dumars. From deep. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Peyton outside. Pass to Granger. Back to Peyton. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
On the wing, Dumars. Pass to Murray Boyle. And here is Fox. And the 3 off target. Now here's Granger. Inside. Here's D-Bots. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
The Knicks leading by 15. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And Miller, he's checked in for New York. The Kings also at the sub. Bowles checked in. Here's Hibbert. 13 points in the game. Outside, Fox. New York moving it around.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, Fox. Here's Murray Boyle. Still without a basket. Here's Miller.
Tell you what, and Dang is a committed defender. Can cover multiple positions, has that long wingspan, which really annoys shooting.
I'll tell you, tough first half, puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
New York leading by 13. Isaac a screen on Granger. Miller outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Miller's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And Lee has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Pass to Granger. Back to Peyton. From past the arc. Knicks with the rebound. Isaac's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Miller outside. 1:58 left in the third quarter. Here's Hibbert. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Granger passes to Bull. And here is Peyton. Pass to D-Bots. Isaac with some nice deep.
Pressured that shot by getting his hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Fox kicks to Miller. 5 on the clock. Here's Murray Boyd. Ranger covering, and here's Miller outside. And the rebound goes to Divac. Divac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Fox, and it's blocked by Divac. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
So both teams making some changes here. .102 left in the third quarter of the game. Dumars against Payton. 18 feet out. And he can't bank that one in. The Kings trail by 16. Dang, that's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Tang's got 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Williams looking around. Pass to Miller. Launches it. Divac the rebound.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Dumars against Payton. There's 10 seconds left in the third. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. And that one comes up a bit short. And so it's New York sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Dumars is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Jarrett Jones. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Kemp in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. And here's Dumars outside. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Miller against Dang. Outside, Ball. Puts it up. Nix with the rebound. Kemp's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Miller, no up.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Here's Wallace. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Knicks leading by 14. Drive for the hoop. Williams gets the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
There's Ball with the 3. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Outside Williams. The screen from Kemp. Takes the 13-footer. And good that time. And the Knicks lead by 18.
This guy is the master of the mid-range. Lou Williams with the in-between game.
Williams against Wallace. And it's sent back by Kemp. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kemp. Isaac's checked in for New York. Snow comes in for Lou Williams. And the Kings making a change here. Beck passes to Ellison. And Sean Kemp picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Kings making a change here. Divac's checked in. Outside, Walker. Here's Wallace. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And running the floor so well. Sometimes you forget Kemp is 6'10", but boy, can he move.
Here's Ellison. He's covered by Isaac. Shot clock at 5. From about 19 feet, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Miller, the pass to Kemp. It's stolen by D-Box. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Pass to Dang. D-Box kicks to Wallace. Over Kemp. Wallace misses.
Boy, at some point, you've got to realize.
Crash!
Screen coming.
Pick. I got him. Hey, get ding. Step out. Love it, baby.
Don't wait.
Stay out here. Hey.
Oh, come on.
One.
Hey. Get ready. Yo. What? Yo, when I give you that look, you know what I'm about to do.
Oh, that's all you, boy.
Check Lonzo.
And the foul.
Come on, fellas. What?
Welcome to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. So New York will get their first possession. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. And it's Granger in at the shooting guard. Dumars misses. Here's Granger. He's covered by Fox. Pass to Day. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Divac. And it's in there.
Good luck with that. Divac's so tough to deal with in the paint.
And Fox has got the ball here for New York. There's a screen.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And New York has possession. Picked by Isaac. Clock at 6. On the wing, Isaac. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Well, Fox has just a natural ability to find open guys. That's a gift, and he gets them the ball on time, on target, in a hurry.
Now here's Payton. Here's Deng. Gets the 3 to fall.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Pass to Dumars. Puts up a 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it.
That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Deng. Goes back up. Divac's good. Divac's got his second basket of the night.
Great work on the offensive glass that time from Divac, using his size and timing. So important in rebounding to his advantage.
Fox outside. Fires for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Now here's Payton. The D's right on him. Here's Granger. And another Sacramento 3.
They've missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
Out to Fox. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Deflected.
Excellent block from Divac that time. Good timing and anticipation.
And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the evening. And the free throw, no good.
He's known as one of the greatest and best trash talkers in the game. Payton's endless energy and high motive is really on another level. That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feat.
Pass to Granger. Back to Payton. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And let's take a look at the players leading the way in assists here in the postseason. De'Aaron Fox on top. Bol, he's checked in for Sacramento. The Knicks have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Knocks down the triple. Fox has got 6 points.
Man, I tell you what, when Fox is making threes, he's hard to guard. That's a part of his game he's got to continue to work on.
Granger passes to Bol. Pass to Deng. There's a screen by Bol. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Deng missing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Fox against Payton. Here's Dumars. And here's Isaac. Oh, it's blocked by Bol. Here's Payton. Pass to Granger. Back to Payton. Launches a 3. He can't get it to go.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Picked by Isaac. Fox with the ball. Payton covering. Isaac for 3. Granger grabs the miss. Sacramento has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Outside goal. Pass to Granger. Here's Payton. Stop the drought. Rebound by Hibbert. Now Fox. He has 6. To the right side. From outside the arc. And that one's good. Dumars has gotten his second bucket on the night.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well. You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. Walker, he's checked in for the Kings. Wallace comes in for Payton. Kings trail by 5. Pass to Bull. Wallace outside. Fires the 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
Hey, it was a good look. One he normally capitalizes on.
They set the pick. Now here's Miller. Beyond the arc. Lays out. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Kings. The Kings have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Here's Fox. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Fox has got a... I just love the ball. Pass to Granger. Sacramento passing it around. Oh, screen on Fox. Shot clock at 5. To halt the run. Kemp with a rebound. Knicks leading by 7. Dumars passes to Fox. 24 seconds left to play in the first. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Dumars showing us some surprising hops right there. Finds room to take off and certainly doesn't waste that opportunity.
Wallace outside. Pass to Dang. Now Walker. He got it up. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's De'Aaron Fox making highlights for the Knicks. Scoring, passing, and... And the energy is palpable in this arena. Welcome back to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. There's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
And so in the game for the Kings, Cason Wallace out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Bull. Then there's Walker. And it's Granger in at the small forward position. Jones against Bull. Jones, the pass to Miller. Here's Okoro. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. Kings trail by 8. On the wing, Wallace. Top of the key. Kemp with a rebound.
You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
Miller can't get it to go. Well, Sacramento shooting an average of 43% from the floor. The 3. Sinks it from distance. And the Knicks lead by 11.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Timeout called, the Kings. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Bender. Wallace outside. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
New York leading by 9. And here's Miller. Launches a 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Rangers got 4 rebounds now. Ellison passes to Granger. And there's a pick. Oh, there's the alley. Isaac with the steal. Here's Murray Boyles, pounded by Ball. 11 feet out. No good off the back of the rim. Kings trail by 9. Drives to the hoop. Shot's good by Granger.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
For New York, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Miller. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Here's Wallace. Oh, somehow misses the one-handed flush. Nifty move. And out of bounds, the Kings will take it.
That's a real brain fade right there. A mental error cost them a possession.
So both teams making some changes here. The Kings have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Payton passes to Granger. Here's Dang. Takes a 3. A rebound by Hibbert. Hibbert's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Dumars. Here's Miller. No good with the triple.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. There's 5 to shoot, all sorts of time. Payton's shot is good. Payton's got his second bucket on the night.
That's why Payton's teammates have confidence in him and trust him, because he understands when he should take these quick shots.
Pass to Miller to snap the cold streak. And again, the Knicks missing.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Back to Payton from downtown. Rebound by Hibbert. Hibbert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Miller. And again, the Knicks missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Pass to Payton. Puts up a 3. Miller pulls it in. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They've led by as many as 11. Isaac for 3. Connects from downtown. Isaac's got 5.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
De'Aaron Fox has checked in for Miller. Walker, he's checked in for Sacramento. Ball comes in for Wallace. Back to Payton. The 3. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Payton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, the sharp shooting of Payton, admirable. Can't afford to give him daylight from deep.
Isaac with a screen on Ball. Out to the right wing. Here's Dumars. Give him 8 points now. And he comes up with a bucket. He's got 10.
Trust him and expect him to make those mid-range jumpers, especially against loose defense like that.
Ball outside. Outside Payton. Back to Ball. To the paint. Here's Ellison. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
51 seconds left to play in the first half. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And Sacramento making a change here. Kings trail by 5. And here's Payton. He's got 7. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
New York has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Pass to Dumars. Now here's Isaac. Here's Dumars. 10 points for him. Shot clock at 6. And it's New York scoring again.
The reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Outside Payton. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac. He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip.
Come on.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Knicks. They lead by a bucket. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yes.
Taking a look at the situation for the Sacramento Kings. With the series at 2-1, they could take a commanding lead if they can get the job done tonight.
Can't be a commanding lead if they lost a game already. It needs to be more like a suggested lead.
I don't even know where to start with that. Despite what Shaq says, if they win, they'll be in absolute control of the series.
Just so long as they're not being suggestive. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. The Kings trailing. They've got Jonathan Isaac, and it's Hibbert in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Pass to Deng for the tie. It doesn't go for him.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And here's Fox. 5 on the clock. Here's Dumars, guarded by Payton. Wing shot on the way. Dumars misses. And Sacramento shooting the ball at 48% so far. Ranger passes to Ellison. Now Payton. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
The Knicks with the lead. Now here's Fox. Give him 8 points now. Unloads. Ellison grabs the board.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Pass to Granger. Here's Ellison. Here's Payton for the lead. Knocks it down from distance. Payton's got 15 points.
Yeah, you know, Gary Payton is simply a do-it-all guard, folks. I mean, his stat sheet reflecting that tonight.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Fox outside. Pass to Murray Boyles from the arc. Rebound by Sacramento.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Here's Granger. From down in the low post, it goes. Now it's a 3-point Sacramento lead.
Rock the baby. Working the size advantage inside.
Fox outside. Pass to Dumars. Here's Isaac. Fires from deep. Hauled in by the Kings. Devon's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
6 on the shot clock. Now here's Payton. Fires for 3. A rebound by Hibbert. Hibbert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Murray Boyles, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. New York shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line, 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Granger. He has 7. Pass to Ellison. Here's Dang. Over Isaac. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Kings lead by 3.
I think it speaks to the toughness of Gary Payton. I mean, he's willing to get after it on the offensive glass, even when he's giving up size to the big fellas in there.
Here's Dumars. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 6 assists here tonight.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight planks.
The Kings have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Granger. Back to Payton. And he recovers it. Here's Ellison. Isaac covering. Granger passes to Payton. That 3's off the mark. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for New York. Pass to Murray Boyles. Here's Hibbert. Just 5 on the clock for the lead. Rebound by Sacramento. Devon's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Payton. Payton with a screen on Isaac. Jacks up a 3, and that one's good. Dang's got 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Sacramento making a change here. Bowles checked in. Fox with the ball. Give him 8. Miller. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. And that's now 6 points for Brandon Miller.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Fox against Payton. A minute 53 left in the third quarter.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Knocks it loose. Oh, stolen by Payton. Here's Dang. Second chance effort. The Knicks pull it in.
I thought he had that one. I think he did too.
Miller against Payton. Isaac, the pass to Miller. Six to shoot. Isaac outside. Fox for 3. Granger grabs the miss. Granger's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Miller against Payton. Here's Granger. Off target from 3-point range. For New York, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Pass to Kemp. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Bringing major energy to the floor. Kemp challenges you. A nightmare matchup.
New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Both shots good from the stripe. 40 seconds left in the third. Sacramento has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Pass the ball from behind the arc. Kemp with a rebound. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Jang. Full covering. Jang passes to Miller. New York, no good that time either. Now here's Wallace. Williams defending. Now Bull to end the drought. The shot that time not on target. 3/4 of play and a close one here. New York out in front, leading by just 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All right, a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th quarter. They've got Lonzo Ball. He's out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Walker in at the 4. Here's Ball. Basket counts. Ball's got his first 2 points of the night.
The inside game of Ball is there. As he gets stronger, I think it could be a real weapon for him.
Pass to Snow. And he lobs it up top.
A great read between those 2 guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These 2 teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make it a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Sacramento passing it around. Dang. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
There's a screen from the high post. Pass to Snow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 17. Offensive rebound, Kings. And here's Ball. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up to take the lead. And it's New York with a rebound. Miller's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Pass to Dumars. New York needs to get off a shot here. There's the 3. And it's Dang with the rebound.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Right side, Walker. Here's Ellison. Back to Walker. Ball looks over the floor. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Kim's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Snow. Pass to Miller. Here's the pick. Dumars passes to Kim. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Knicks lead by 4. The Kings call timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During the break, the coach of the Kings had some words for his team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, "You're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there."
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Payton. There's the block.
Trying to attack Roy Hibbert land. His timing impeccable.
Knicks leading by 4. Fox deciding where to go with it. Pass to Murray Boyles. Here's Hibbert. That's tipped. Oh, stolen by Payton. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. And Fox comes to help. Ellison passes to Divac. Here's Dang. Isaac covering. They set the screen. The 3 is off.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up. He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Kings trail by 6. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's D-Box. 7-footer. Fox there for the rebound. Oh, he can't get the layup. Here's Murray Boyles. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it. The Kings shooting at about 34% here in this game. Now Payton. Here he goes. And he slams it down.
Boy, that's a big-time shot from Payton, too. Willing to step up when he knows his team needs him to.
There's a screen. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Kings trail by 4. We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth. Payton attacking. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Slashing through the lane comfortably. Payton takes pleasure in ripping the D to shreds of these drives.
And that one misses. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Fox fires. No problem from 14.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Fox continues to get better from the mid-range, just the way he wants to.
Now here's Payton. He's closely guarded. Oh, it's off.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time.
Payton against Fox. Flushes it down with both hands.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
They swipe it. There's the drive.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. It's both from the stripe.
A steady hand at the line in a tough situation narrows it to a one-possession game.
Crucial possession right here.
The crowd is on edge.
Fox. That's all. The Kings call timeout. What's the best strategy for him?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
So here's Sacramento. 2-point game. Outside Payton. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
And an intentional foul right there. Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Fox has a phenomenal attitude, and he plays with such joy and enthusiasm. I think his future is really bright.
The Kings call timeout. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul. Either way, they got to score the ball.
To tie it up. Oh, off target from downtown. Can't hit it.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
And so this one belongs to the Knicks. And really, any win is a big win here in the postseason.
Yeah, every game counts now, and there's no second chances. So they must be pleased with the results.
Game 4 of the NBA Finals is in the books. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As we leave, we present our player of the game.
Take a look at New York. They're coming into this game, Greg, with an eye on the championship, but it won't be easy, will it?
It never is in a deciding game, and we've seen how closely these teams are matched. It's all about who can keep their cool when things are at their hottest.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Joe Dumars is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Roy Hibbert Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And Murray Boyles in at the 3.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
The offensive rebound. Hibbert hits the bucket.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
That one goes. Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Granger misses.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And stolen by Payton. To the inside. There's Divac, and it's Divac with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Dumars misses.
Slow start, 1-of-4 to begin this game.
Danny Granger, the bucket on the assist by Payton. Payton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Now, here's Fox. Outside Dumars. It's stolen by Dang. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. Yeah, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat briefly. Coach said they need to stop Fox from dribble driving as he can dismantle a defense if he gets inside. He told me the problem with Fox is he's just so fast. You can't slow him down with just one guy. So Coach wants his help defenders alert and within range to help when needed. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Roy Hibbert on top. Knicks trail by 9. Outside, Fox. It's Dumars on the wing. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Walker with it. Isaac picks him up. Good on the shot.
The shot from Payton right now, so pure. Even without a lot of time to get set, he's able to make that one look so smooth.
Now, here's Dumars. Outside Fox. The kick out to Dumars. They set the pick to the paint. Here's Murray Boyle.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Dumars against Payton. Outside Dang. Divac sets a screen. Dang against Fox. Here's Divac. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Now, here's Fox. No scoring in this one. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Sacramento.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Free throw, no good for Dumars. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They lead by 7. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. New York ball. And here is Fox. Hibbert with a screen on Peyton. Here's Dumars. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And he's just had 1 attempt at the line early. Free throw good, Dumars. Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for the Wall Dang. So he makes both from the line. Kings leading now by 5. Pass to Divac. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Divac, a screen on Fox. Wallace. And it's off from three-point range. New York's gone 0-2 from deep. And it's Miller in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Sacramento's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Wallace, the pass to Divac. Peyton looking around. Pocket 6. Pass to Divac. That falls. Nice speed that time from Ball. Divac has got 8 points.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Up top, Fox. Defended by Peyton. There's Miller with the 3. Here's Kemp, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And this is a guy, Sean Kemp, all the talent in the world, could be a perennial double-double machine. Just a matter of staying focused.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Kings leading now by 5. And stolen by Hibbert. And he's going up for the alley-oop. There's the steal. Granger passes the ball. And the dunk by Ball.
But D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole. Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Now, here's Ball. Hasn't made one yet. Wallace. And the 3 ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Fox. There's Miller with the 3. Connects from three-point range.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His three-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
Fox against Wallace. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Bull, that's good.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Kings lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Snow out there with the Coral. Then there's Brandon Miller. Then it's Jones. And it's Kemp in at the 4-man position. Here's Wallace. And Jones sends it back. Oh, and here we go. Coral's got the best great chance.
And not just to score, Miller conditioned as well, showing great vision in that play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Defensive foul. Lonzo Ball. First personal foul. first team foul. Shooting for New York, Isaac Okoro. At the line for one.
And Okoro, no good on that one. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Buries it down low. Wallace has got 5. New York trailing. Miller outside. Up top, Kemp. Ball with the rebound. And here now the Kings. Pass to Granger. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
And the Kings making a change here. Walker's checked in. Gorgie Dang's checked in for the Knicks. Snow comes in for Williams. Here's Ball. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Isaac Okoro did not like that.
And Ball is more athletic than giving credit. He's got surprising pop off the floor.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. To Okoro. They set the pick. Outside Kemp takes the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Clock up 2 there.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
Kemp a screen on Wallace. And Kemp now on top of the key. Okoro up top. 5 points in the game.
Wow. I tell you, Kemp is not your average dunker. This guy rocks the rim.
Outside, Walker. It's stolen by Kemp. Walker with the rebound.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Now, here's Ball. Covered by Okoro. Pass to Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. As now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. 5th best, Roy Hibbert.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Miller with a wide open look. Good, and it's Dumars picking up the assist. And that's now 6 points from Brandon Miller. That passes to Walker. And here is Dang, covered by Dumars. To the middle, cuts off the pass. One-on-one here. Here's Isaac. Yep, that one goes. Isaac's got the lead up to 1 now for New York. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Here's Dumars. Second shot opportunity, and the bucket is good from Hibbert in deep. And it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Ball with it. Picked up by Hibbert. Granger against Isaac. 5 on the clock. Ball kicks to Granger to halt the run. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. Timeout is called, first of the game for Sacramento.
Sacramento calls timeout.
Both teams changing it up here.
Give yourselves a round of applause
Pass to Dang. Fires for three. Roy Hibbert with the rebound. New York leading by 3. Dumars the pass to Fox. Back to Dumars. There's the triple. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Wallace the pass to Walker. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Walker's got 7.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You trained the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Dumars misses. The Kings trail by 3. Payton passes to Ellison. Back to Payton. Pass to Dang. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Outside, Fox. Outside, Dumars. Takes a 3. That doesn't go either for Dumars.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Payton kicks to Walker. Here's Ellison. Nothing on the board. Wallace's shot is good.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Isaac outside. It's taken away by Payton. Drops in the breakaway layup. Payton's got his second bucket.
And you see Payton's eyes light up when the break is on. Very opportunistic in those situations.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last few possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Evans is checked in for the Kings. Granger comes in for Wallace. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Payton against Dumars. Evans a screen on Dumars. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Evans, that's good. And now it's a 3-point Sacramento lead.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Kings on top as they end the period on a 9-0 run. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
Hey folks, first half of Game 5 in the books. It's been a tight contest for the Sacramento Kings.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast. Getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set.
Says the Jet. And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd quarter.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. Without question, Joe Dumars displaying his skill.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Walker. Payton is out there with Danny Granger. Then it's Dang, and it's Divac in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Dang passes to Divac. Payton kicks to Granger. Back to Payton. Inside. Hibbert pulls it in. Hibbert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dumars dishes to Fox. Back to Dumars. over Day. Dumars misses.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Back to Granger. Pass to Payton. Gets a very good look and converts. Payton's got his third basket of the night.
And the intelligence of Payton, reading defenses like a book and understanding when to take the shot.
Outside Dumars. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 8th assist in the game. Dumars against Payton. Pass to Granger. Back to Payton. To the inside. Devos gets the bucket and the foul. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
The Kings shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Team foul. Shooting force.
Knicks trail by 5. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. You got to like what Waddy Divac has done in this game.
Well, he's been destroying them inside, and they need a timeout to figure out an answer or a prayer if there is one.
And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. De'Aaron Fox, number 1. Here's Hibbert. 6 points for him. Right side Dumars. Pass to Murray Boyle. Now here's Hibbert. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Divac has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall. He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Dumars against Dang. Back from outside. Good, and it's Dumars picking up the assist. 3 points. Dumars got 3 assists in the game. Granger passes to Walker. Here's Payton. Pass to Divac. Great tee that time from Hibbert. Knicks trail by 4. Shoots from 8. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got his 5th rebound in this one. Then kicks to Payton. To the paint and stolen by Hibbert. Fox passes to Dumars. Over Granger. Dumars misses.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Walker with a clean look. Hits it from 3-point range. Walker's got 10 points in the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And here's Dumars outside. Sacramento leading by 7. Payton kicks to Granger. Isaac against Walker. Pass to Payton for the 3. Rebounded by Isaac.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
On the wing, Dumars. Here's Murray Boyle. Defended by Divac. And here's Dumars. Isaac a screen on deck. Here's Dumars into the lane. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Divac has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Granger passes to Walker. Here's Payton. Fires the 3. That shot misses. Here's Murray Boyle. Granger covering. Outside Dumars. Hibbert with a screen on deck. And stolen by Payton. On the wing, Granger. Looking for Dang. He gets it there. Kicks it out to Granger. Kings moving the ball around. Pocket 6. Back to Devox. Dang for 3. It's rebounded by New York.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Isaac a screen on Peyton. Fox goes in. New York, no good that time either. And here's Peyton. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Outside, Walker, beyond the arc, drills it from outside. Walker's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Kings. .27 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside, Fox. And here's Dumars outside. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Peyton with it. Divac sets a screen. Granger for the 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Sacramento bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Jones. Miller is out there with Kemp. Then it's Joe Dumars. And it's Snow in at the point. Kemp with a screen for Miller. And they'll get another chance. And it's slammed in by Jones.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Knicks trail by 5. Down low. Snow can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And Jones pulls it down. New York has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Pass to Snow. Now Dumars. Jones with the screen on deck. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on board. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Kings?
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it.
A different look for New York. Hibbert comes in for Sean Kemp, and it's Williams in for Snow.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Bull setting the pick for Ball. Inside, tries again, and Bull with the lay-in. And the Kings lead by 6.
And Lonzo already a great decision maker. He knows where his guys are and when to get them the ball.
Hibbert against Bull. Miller surveying the floor. And Bull sends it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Timeout, Sacramento. Kings. Adi Divac checked in for Bol Bol. Granger comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Peyton in for Ball. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on the Sacramento head coach talking to his team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Dumars kicks to Fox. To the paint, 5 to shoot, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Shooting for New York, Murray Boyce, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Luol Deng is checked in for the Kings. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Sacramento with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. And it's Divac with the jam.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Now Fox outside Dumars. The kick out to Fox. Just 5 on the clock. Hibbert with the screen on Peyton. Here's Fox, and it's blocked by Divac.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Back to Peyton. A shot. Tries again. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Third personal foul. 15. At the line for your Kings, Walker, taking 2 shots.
That's good from Walker. And so Walker nails both of them. Knicks trail by 10. Right side, Fox. And the shot goes in.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside. And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Oh, great touch off the pass.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. They get a hand on it. Now, here's Fox. With the drive. Shot clock at 6. Isaac a screen on deck. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
And just an excellent setup. Joe Dumars just plays with such poise and intelligence, the quintessential combo guard.
Divac a screen on Dumars. Divac against Dumars. Payton. .124 left in the fourth quarter. Good on the basket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
There's the screen. Fox driving inside. The three is off. Kings have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Fox against Granger. Takes the three. That one misses. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. The shot from 20. Not that time. It won't go.
I guess we credit the defense for that one going wide. They did everything they could to influence the shot.
Walker against Isaac. Oh, off the glass. And the Sacramento Kings have done it, folks. They are NBA champions. All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there is a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. But pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.